Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Taurus, we're going to get a fairy reading for you today. Feeling compelled to do that, we're going to go into the fairy deck. We're going to pull out a card, which is a main message to you from the fairies, from the world of the universe of magic. All of the unknown energies are going to give you a message. And then we go into a more basic breakdown here. We're going to go into the tarot and we're going to find out, what are you being asked to release? What are you being asked to receive? Or what are you being embraced? Actually, I guess it is a little bit like a release and a receive that's built into this. What are the hidden factors that are unknown to you in whatever situation you have going on? And then what is the energy that is approaching you? And then we'll expand on that with some clarifiers. There is an extended at the end of this reading. The link is at the top of the description, and there we go into the Fairy Oracle again to find a card that depicts the archetypal energy of your inner child, and then your inner child will talk to you in that aspect of the reading. So we're going to get started right now, Taurus, and we're going to get started with the Fairies Oracle. Oh, I forgot that was in here. This is a blank card that comes with this deck, and you can make your own fairy, and I've had this deck for probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and I've never written anything on it, and I finally slipped it in thinking it will bring its own meaning if it comes out in the reading, and someone actually did get that like a month or two ago. The blank card symbolizes something. It's interesting to have that on the split. All right, Taurus, my bovine babies. A card for Taurus from the Fairies Oracle. A card for Taurus from the Fairies. No, it's too many. It's like a lot. There's like a dozen cards there. We're not going to do that. Aries pushed it with 3, and that was a lot. Oh, that was an interesting synchronicity that came through in the 3 that they had. Okay, Taurus, you have, oh gosh, the gland comber. The gland coner? It's been a while since I've seen this guy. Let's see what this is. It's like a face within a face, too. Number 62. The gland corner? Oh, maybe that's what it is, the gland corner. Okay, we have here illusion, delusion, lust, projection, and clear sight. Have you ever noticed that when we really, really want someone or something, we tend to see it without clarity? The object of our lust looks flawless and glamorous, which should tell us something right away, but usually it doesn't. He says his name is Smooth Harry, but that might be a little illusion of his own. Unlike the poke, card number 60, the gland corner doesn't change his shape to tempt us with our own mental confusions and paradoxes. He simply wears a mirror in which we see our desires temptingly displayed. He doesn't try to fool us. He simply allows us to fool ourselves. Well, he may try just a little, just to make the test a little more difficult. After all, we can be more proud of passing a difficult test than an easy one, can't we? Smooth Harry also appeals to our vanity, and the more we have of it, the easier his work is. A little flattery and we'll believe whatever he wants us to swallow, especially since it is just what we want to swallow anyway. Of all the fairy challengers, Smooth Harry is the most likely to be sly. He practices a sort of emotional judo where he lets our own desires lead us into a fall. As we rush headlong toward our vision of perfection, we need only to step one side as we cast ourselves at him, and down we go. Not fun, but maybe, perhaps, we might just learn something from it. So in the reading, it is not good to make decisions when blinded by lust. Whether it is lust for a person, a thing, or an idea, we need to pause and take our time before making actual commitments. We need to read the fine print, check out the foundations, Get a mechanic to test the so beautiful secondhand car. If we are considering buying something, we can refuse to let ourselves be rushed into it and take time to make sure it is really what we think it is. If we are considering making a commitment to other people, we need to take our time and really get to know them much better. This is another lesson in seeing the truth behind a beglamored surface, though in this case, it is we who have cast the glamour. Fascinating. Now I'm remembering this guy came out a long time ago for someone else. Yeah. And it really is so interesting. I kind of feel like whatever it is that maybe you're lusting after, maybe it is a car, maybe it is a person, maybe it's the concept of a relationship or a job or the perfect outfit. Whatever that is, I want to say he's not here to say that that isn't something that could be for you, that is not meant for you. But take the time to get to know it better. And it actually might remove as well some of the, it's sort of like on a pedestal kind of energy that this brought forward at the beginning. Like you don't see anything wrong with this. This is amazing. This is so perfect. Everything I've ever wanted. Allow yourself to get to know it. I think that's the real big message here for whatever that is. So let's see. Let's see what your tarot cards are going to tell you. What it is lately. I can't read out loud. I can't shuffle. I'm just like a mess. Oh my goodness. All right. What are you being asked to release? What are you being asked to embrace, Taurus? Hidden factors that you aren't aware of. Energy that is approaching you. What are you being asked to release? The Queen of Cups. I don't know, I'm hearing let your love flow. Let your love flow. What are you being asked to embrace? Ooh, the Six of Pentacles. I think somebody wants to help you with something. Or embracing equality here. Embrace equality, an equal give and take. Let your love flow. What are you being asked to embrace? An equal give and take. Hidden factor that you are unaware of. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing this is a time to receive rather than give, depending on how that flows through for you. If you've been giving a lot into a situation, it's time to be open to receive from the situation. If you have received more in a situation, it's time to let your love flow and to give. So see how that pertains to you. So the hidden factor that you are unaware of is the Seven of Cups. Ooh, you might have more choices than you actually think you do. Or there might be something that's confusing you or clouding your judgment here. The energy that is approaching you. Is the Moon. The unknown, walking into what might frighten you, what might stir some very strong and deep emotions within you. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles is you have two beginnings here on your underline. So you have a new beginning starting. You're going to have a whole new truth. You're going to understand yourself differently. You're going to see things differently and understand things differently. And then this is going to produce like something in your life, three-dimensionally. It could be new, new job, a new home. It could even be receiving or giving here. Receiving or giving here. Some sort of clarity about something. And you're either going to be giving or receiving. I feel like you're putting this out. I feel like you're offering something. You want to grow something with someone, or you want to offer something. I am really hearing with what you've been asked to release with this Queen of Cups is let your love flow. move forward and move through with your heart, with your feelings and your emotions and your intuition. This is like a lot of Pisces energy actually coming into your reading here on either side of this. Kind of interesting that she is sitting, she's kind of like waist deep in the water. And she's completely submerged in the water. Allow it to flow over you. This is a sense of cleansing too. This is cleansing. Release yourself. Maybe the tide is coming in. The tide is coming in, whatever that is. A flood of emotions, feelings, really strong intuition. But I'm getting like cleansing, almost like it's reminding me of when like an adult would go and be what is it, like christened? Is that like am I getting the right term for that? That doesn't feel right. But they would like submerge themselves completely in the river. This is what this feels like almost getting ready for a rebirth. But what are you being asked to release? I feel like release yourself to the process. Let your love flow. And then when you do that, you let the natural love of the universe kind of come up over you. Because this is what is approaching you. The tide is coming in. The tide is starting to come in. And you're going, release yourself to this process of allowing the tide to come in. What are you unaware of with the Seven of Cups? The choices? Is that just like an obvious fact that you're unaware of the choices? Or are you unaware of something that's sort of causing you confusion? A fog. Because there's fogginess around these bowls. And then there is almost a bit like a haze here. It's as if the atmosphere and the water is a different temperature, and it's creating a fog where the water needs to come right up and something needs to be completely cleansed. You need to dive completely down into this. Almost to be reborn. I'm getting that, like, why would an adult, I'm trying to remember, like an adult goes into the river, if there's a pastor or a priest or someone, or they're being, is it like a born-again Christian or someone who is, or just the first time for them, they're finding religion and they want to be blessed into that religion or save your soul. I don't know. Everybody's soul is fine. You don't need somebody else. Anyway, so, but this is and then when you come up, you are this new person, almost have a new belief system, a new way of seeing yourself, understanding yourself, believing in yourself, and this creates a new structure around you. You're about to be born again. So I want to say that, like, if I was to project this more into the future, I would feel like I would see like a judgment card. I would see a judgment card. You might even see the death card. But what you're being asked to embrace is giving and taking here. If you've given a lot in the past, allow yourself to receive. Be open to it. Be open to someone offering to give you something. If you have been taking a lot in the past, like you've needed to or whatever, be open to give. There's definitely this, be open to equal give and take. This Seven of Cups is intriguing for me. Is this the mystery, the mist that comes in that creates illusion before going in to the final plunge of emotional depths here. The hidden factor that you are unaware of. The hidden factor that you are unaware of, the Seven of Cups, is the Four of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So something hasn't worked out. Something hasn't worked out, or something feels like you missed the opportunity, or didn't grow it how it could have been grown, or something like that, with the Four of Cups into the Ten of Pentacles. Be open to equal give and take. You're approaching a deep submersion here with the Moon card. I really feel like being lost deeply within your emotions. Like plunging deep in. But this feels like when you come up, you're reborn. Like you're not in this anymore. Like release yourself to the process. Allow the waters to come up. And you could look at the waters in so many different ways. Like it could be a cleansing process for you on some level. It could be steam baths, sauna, meditation, saltwater bath. I mean, you could also look at the water, salt water. You could also look at the idea too, talking about tide coming in. It would typically be salty water. And it could be like releasing emotions, tears flowing, whatever that is, allowing it to almost encompass you. So being asked to embrace here is the Six of Pentacles. What are you being asked to embrace with the Six of Pentacles? The Five of Swords and the Chariot. An equal give and take. Embrace an equal give and take. Ah, the Five of Swords with the Chariot. So if you have been involved in situations where there has not been an equal give and take, remove yourself from that. You need to remove yourself from that so that you can receive this. Because if you're allowing yourself to be in a situation where there isn't an equal give and take, even if that's just one aspect of your life, if it's an important aspect of your life, like let's say it's partnerships, and that could be friendships, or it could be romantic partners, it could be business partner, so many different ways that could come in. But if it's a significant element in your life, if you're allowing this to occur, you're kind of putting a message out to the universe. I'm okay with this. I'm okay either taking more than I receive, or I'm okay giving out more than I get back. And then that might perpetuate something here for you. So this is like, yeah, remove yourself from that. Embrace it. This release, the Queen of Cups, I feel like the tide is coming up for that moon over there. The Three of Pentacles. Building something with others here. It feels though like, I feel like perhaps not even like pulling away from things, because being asked to release this. This does feel like taking some time for yourself. Taking some time for yourself to deal with some heavier, deep emotions. And then the moon, the energy that is approaching you, the moon card, the energy that is approaching you, like this could be like your bigger fear. I don't know. Well, it looks kind of good. But it's unknown to you. It has something to do with a deep plunge. So the Eight of Swords, the Emperor, and the Sun card. There's some unknown here for you, and it's not coming through clearly. You know why? I really feel like it's like, so let's say you've walked to the shore and you're going to do some sort of spiritual or religious practice, and you're going to be blessed or christened or whatever that is. And the water and the air temperature is very different. And there's such a hazy fog around you because of the difference in the atmospheric conditions. And you can barely see the person who's going to perform the ceremony. You walk out to them, and there's this fog, and then perhaps you don't even lay back. Perhaps you are somewhere where the tide goes in and out really quick, and you walk up to your, almost to your chest here, and you allow the water to come up over you. You allow the process to take over you. And then you fall back in it, like you sink into this unknown. And then you come up. And while you were under the water, all of the fog cleared. And you didn't realize, like, maybe there's one person in particular standing on the shore, or there's a whole group of people. I never saw them before. It's almost like when you come up, you have like this rebirth that's, I feel like, on the verge of occurring. It's not showing up in this reading. It like it has to be on the other side. It just doesn't make sense. It literally has to be on the other side here. But before you get there, this is that story. So you're plunging in and maybe coming up to where you can move forward. When you come up, the fog has cleared. The atmospheric conditions changed completely while you were underwater. So while you were going deep within yourself, the conditions around you changed. And then when you come out again, it's completely different. And we like it big. You have 2 aces here underneath. So it's how you see it and understand it and know it. But it's actually how it physically exists in your life. Let's look at the Clan Connor here. Let's just pull out a little clarifier for him. And then I'm going to go do the extended. Yeah, there is perhaps fogginess about things that you've missed out in the past. Walking into the deep submersion of this emotional. This is a rebirth that's about to occur based on a deep submission of emotion. And before, as you walk into this plunge of emotion, there is quite a bit of fog. But as you come up on the other side, this is what I see, because I see this 8 of Swords turning into the Emperor and the Sun. So you're completely empowered. You see clearly. You understand everything. You've washed away what was the confusion. The confusion has washed away while you were cleansing yourself in a way. Yeah. Okay, the Clan Connor. The Tower and the Page of Pentacles. What is it that you're lusting after? I don't know. Perhaps you're lusting after knowledge. It will come to you. You're lusting after knowledge. You're lusting after something in the 3 dimension. It does feel like something in the 3 dimension. We think about, too, the reflection. The Clan Connor talked to us about reflection and all this water. You need to go under the water and stop looking at the reflection. Look within yourself. Seems to be the big message here. The 4 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. See, there's a big change. There's going to be an enormous change. Like no movement, no ability to move, no desire to move. And then, boom, big movement. Like the biggest, one of the biggest movement cards. So that's really interesting. I really feel like we're getting a reading about something that builds up, or something that you do just before sort of, well, a bigger dramatic experience in your life that's very profound. So there you go. Thank you, Taurus. Really interesting energy. I'm going to go and do the extended. Until next time, thank you so much, and do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.